We've got an update on new versions of the OG Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper skins. It's been announced. And then we've got another way for players to be able to buy exclusive cosmetics potentially coming soon. A free skin, and then a lot more of the collabs, the item shops that you can expect to see over the next couple of weeks. Epic Games is still on break, but they will be back in about a week. And then our first update since the holiday should be middle of January, somewhere around then. It's a big one. Let's get into it. So let's start with the Renegade Raider stuff. So it's to do with the OG style. So we have Renegade, we've got Aerial Assault Trooper. They're in the seasonal shop. We know this. A lot of people have purchased these skins. And what Epic has done, not that they had to do this, but just to make everybody feel good, is the people who originally owned Renegade and Assault Trooper before this recent comeback, so when it was purchased and first released 7 years ago, Season 1, those guys are getting an exclusive style. And I'm sure some of you guys watching are one of those people. And how it's going to work, they're going to have the same color scheme as the OG Paradigm style. So kind of that purple and gold look, the trim that was added. I really like this skin. I really like the combination of those colors, so I am a fan of this. And we've got a little concept here of what it could look like from Star-Lord. Just a tweet I saw, and it's pretty good representation. If it ends up looking like this, both the skins, I would be happy. I'm not actually an owner of these skins. These came before I even started playing, so I am not part of this. I would like to be after seeing these because I think they look really good. Again, it could change a little bit, but we know the purple and gold style is what they're going to use. These guys were never actually supposed to be exclusive or considered exclusive, so Epic's kind of just doing those players a solid. It was not necessary. They were never advertised as exclusive skins. Next here, a free skin, or I guess a bonus skin, and it's this color splash jelly outfit. This is the new bonus item, the new bonus skin that you will receive when you redeem V-Bucks cards. This is not started yet, but starting January 13th to February 16th of 2025, you will be able to claim this skin if you purchase physical copies for V-Bucks, right? I don't know if it's going to apply to all V-Bucks cards. To me, it sounds like it will, but you'll have to double check if you're making the purchase specifically for this reason. Once the date, January 13th, actually rolls around, we will talk about this more to confirm. But yeah, I mean, people are complaining that this could just be a style for the jelly outfit, and it's a lazy remodel. But regardless, it is a bonus outfit. If you're going to buy the V-Bucks anyways, why not get yourself a free skin on top of that? Okay, last video, we talked about this survey. It was from Fortnite asking players crew questions. So which different features, which new features would crew subscribers or just players like to see to entice you to purchase crew more, right? So some of the stuff they've asked about here, more V-Bucks each month. Currently it's 1,000. Progressive V-Bucks, so the longer you're subscribed, say you go 3 months in a row, each month, let's say you'd get an extra 50 V-Bucks, so 1,000 the first, 1,050 the second, 1,100 the third, etc. But one thing I missed to talk about, and it was pointed out by one of you guys in the comment section here, access to a selection of prior cosmetics. This could be a great chance for those crew exclusive skins to return, like Loki OG, Zero War Wolverine, Green Arrow, Princess Lexa, the list goes on. So I think that's what they're referencing here. Not all exclusive prior cosmetics, but anything attached to the crew that was exclusive. Having the ability to go back and purchase if you're a current crew subscriber, I would be a fan of this. And with this, they have actually asked us some more questions just today about the crew. Once again, access to a selection of emotes to use while you're a subscriber, increased number of creative islands, discounted multi-month purchase options. I'd be a fan of that one, right? It's a little bit cheaper if you commit to 3 months instead of 1 month. Pretty classic sales tactic that works out for people who are going to be subscribed for long periods of time anyway. So lots of stuff about the crew. There are for sure going to be a lot of changes to crew, and it seems like a lot of improvements to crew. The question is, though, will they increase the price of crew based on all of these new bonuses, right? Because then it's technically not a crew buff if it's balanced out by an increased price. We'll see what they end up doing here. But there were more surveys today that were different than the crew stuff, and one of them is to do with reload. Some of the big things summed up that were in the survey: potential new reload maps that they're asking us about. Chapter 2 themed, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 2 Season 2 specifically, which is funny, jungle, urban, and with that, they're probably considering others. So if you do see these surveys pop up, make sure to answer because they do take these seriously. They do it for a reason. They want to see what people want. And another one here is one focused on sports, such as tennis, MMA, golf, basketball. This could be epic, rethinking the basketball mode that got leaked back in 2021. We never saw this actually come to light, but they were planning out this basketball mini game that we could all play. And I'll throw up a bunch of other surveys they asked about if you want to pause and look at them. Those were kind of the main ones. There were some thoughts on Winterfest 2024, thoughts on Ballistic, the first person mode so far. Let's talk about all of these skins and collaborations that were updated in one of the latest Fortnite updates. Some are checked off, of course, because we've seen them arrive already. But basically, if the item shop assets for a skin, a previous collab, have been updated, that means they're ready to go, and they are probably going to release in the near future. So just so you know, we don't have dates on any of these things, but all this stuff has been updated. We can expect it at some point. It could be a long ways away. Prepare your V-Bucks. I know we've been spending. The item shop lineup has been immaculate this Winterfest, and it looks like the list is going to keep on going. Thanks to everybody who's typed code TheCampingRusher in, by the way. And while we're on the topic of collabs, there is one separate than we just talked about. It'd be a new one, actually, and it's Fortnite times Invincible Wave 2. A creator of the show was asked about another Fortnite collab and said, "Now that would be cool, but I can't spoil anything, even if it was true. I've taken a vow of silence, an unbreakable blood oath." So this could just be the biggest bait of all time, or there's actually something in the works, something coming, and the creator of the show just can't talk about it. Also, this demon/Oni skin does appear to be coming to Fortnite next month, and this is actually one of the most popular survey skins ever. Fortnite.gg basically has all the survey skins that have been leaked, and they allow players to vote on them, what they're most hyped up for. This is one of the top ones. A new Laffy from the start. Fortnite icon emote could currently be encrypted in the game files. I don't know too much about this celebrity right here, but seems to be a lot of hype. Now, moving past cosmetics, I wanted to talk about this. Kai Cenat and Speed were doing a Fortnite marathon that I think took them like 55 plus hours. They could not stop until they got an OG win. That's kind of the initial news, but it leads us into this. Fortnite gave both of them accounts, like special accounts, that were able to get players banned by reporting them for stream sniping during their marathon. And apparently this has been a thing for a while, but this stream really highlighted it. So it's like a priority account, right? So it's given to people that aren't going to abuse the system, mostly streamers, for stream snipers specifically, because it is a big problem. Like, they'd have a ton of guys just camping their stream, waiting for them to start, and then just targeting them based on the stream, right? Fortnite doesn't want that. It ruins the stream a little bit. So Kai, Speed, other creators that are streaming can quickly report, and those guys can be banned in like 30 seconds. And you can even see in one of the clips here, Kai and Speed, they baited all the stream snipers, showed them all where they were landing. Usually you'd hide it a little bit so that at least there'd be a delay in when the snipers can find you. And then they get eliminated, and then just start scrolling through all the people that sniped them and quickly reported everybody. And I'm sure a lot of those guys are banned. So there we go. I don't know. This has been going on for a little bit, but it's come to light because of this big stream. And then finally, it is almost New Year's, right? Fortnite's New Year event is expected to return tomorrow. Probably just some fireworks in the sky, the end of 2024 as we move into 2025. So if you're around your computer, you're playing it a little chill over New Year's Eve, then maybe hop on Fortnite. Enjoy the fireworks show. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Talk soon. Touch that like button. Goodbye.